This is our MPC Live 3. So in this video, I'm going to talk more about the basics here to get you to understand how it works, particularly for you beginner guys, and even before you buy it, you might want to see something. So obviously here you see we have a name here, the name of the project, and right here looks like some pads, right? Little icon for that. You click here, you're going to be in menu to select different things, main mode, arrange, clip matrix, navigate, next sequence. It's all in here. Plus we have preferences, projects, save your stuff, new project, and of course this remains here. And these are the tools we normally would pick to use most often. I can always change this too as well. Now at the very top here, project name. Here we have bars, beat, and ticks. All right, so a number of ticks go by. And so I'll press play start from the top. This is 8 bars you can see right there. That's bar 5 now. Now bar 6, 7, this is a loop. If this is on, it loops. You can tell from the red line that we are moving, right? To the end again as we do this. This is our BPM. That's 120 beats per minute. There's our time correction on top of here. Here's our metronome. Put my metronome up. I'd come to here. I turn my metronome on right here. I press here, and it's on. So I'll go back to here. And right here, this is for automation. That's reading. If it goes to red, it's right. Let's press stop right here. So you can see it's a pretty cool device that all information is right here in front of you. You can see that. And here we're in 4/4, our time signature. Got that, of course. And of course, beats and bars is the bar. Here's the first bar and the last bar. So I can select which bars I want to play back and hear at any point in time. Now I can say, for example, I can turn this data wheel here. I'm going to be at 1 bar. I'll press 1 bar here. Over and over it plays, right? And then you'll see here, as I stop that, this is a start 1 and 1. So it plays the end of that bar, goes right back over to the top again. It's a great way to see what you're doing. And sometimes you may just want to do this. You may want to build your beat in a certain way. Like, for example, I got this bass drum here. If I hit the bass drum here, that's the bass drum. I hit this here, that's my snare. And you'll see here on the top, this is my step sequencer. And so to get that, just press this here, set, and it says drum sequencer right here, the first knob. I press that there, I'm here in the step sequencer. I can press anything here and see the pattern for that one measure, that 1 bar. So for example, I can come to here and press play start. I'll come to here, every beat. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you get an idea. You can build your patterns up. You can do what you want to do here. How about this? I hit that so I can see that. I hit this to see my hi-hats. Whoa, guess what? How about that one? Nope, too trappy. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, yep, rid of that one. So I have the ability to change my sequences and how these patterns work and get down. I want to just do 1 bar, the first bar. I may come down and say, I want to do this bar 2. I go to here, I'll hit 2 right there. Well, I want to do part 2. I can go to here, start. What's my start going to be? Start on bar 2. So I'm just going to do bar 2 now. I'll press play start. This is just bar 2. I can work on my bar 2. Okay, so now I'm going to go 8 bars here. And this whole section here is my sequence section right here, right? Down here, we got our pattern section. So we got our pattern, our range view here. And it's also our track, obviously. So this is where all the pads, that's the pad or the kit name for all these pads. And then, of course, this is our loop. But right here, the pencil tool covers everything in the sequence. So we want to edit our sequence. To do this is very simple. I come to here, we'll say, I want to erase something. I come to here, I've got options. I can erase the sequence here. Ooh, I can erase the track, right? So there's a sequence right here. I'll come to here, I say, I want to erase all that's here, or the automation, if I had automation going on, or the notes, select the note. These are different banks down here, right? I select a particular note I want to get rid of. That's in that sequence. And of course, obviously you can see it's bar 1 to beat 1, then bar 9, bar 1. That means 8 bars. We're not going past 9. Pretty simple stuff. I can get everything except this particular note. That's pretty obvious what you can do in doing this. So I can select anything here and do that. I can say, well, look, I want to erase all. I can erase all that's in that sequence right there. Now, let's cancel this out. I'll go back to here again. And let's say I want to clear. Are you sure you want to clear? It turns into an unused sequence. So if I want to erase everything and get from the start again, I'll say clear all. Once I do, you see everything I had there is gone. I'll press play, I'll do that, but my basic setup here is 2 bars, so once I clear something out, it's 2 bars. To bring that back, I will come here to undo. It's all back, see? Undo. I'll press play start. It's all there. Stop that. That's obvious. So now what I want to do is go back to pencil tool again. I can also clear events. I come to here. Oh, are you sure you want to clear events? Yeah, I can clear events. Let's clear events now. Clear events, let's play this back. Nothing's there. The 8 bars are still there. It's 8 bars, but it cleared everything in there. All those events are gone. And so I have gotten rid of everything, but luckily I have undo. I brought it right back. I can also press shift, undo, redo. Once I press shift, redo is available. See? Oh. Everything's gone. Oh, let's do shift again. Let's undo that. See that? So, no shift, undo, press shift, redo. Stop it. Okay, we're gonna go right back here to our pencil tool again. And that's pretty cool. I can trim stuff. This is pretty obvious stuff here. I go to trim, I can trim bars off. I can trim it already. So trim gets you right back at top. Just trim like you saw me before. I'll do transpose. I'm not gonna transpose anything. There's no keyboard, nothing. I'm not gonna transpose from note C to D. Not worth it. This is not that. These are all just drum tracks. But I will do that in my coming videos. Now also here, I'll press the pencil tool and we have delete bars. I can say I want to delete the last 2 bars. Or I want to delete the first bar. I come to here. Last bar is 8. I want to delete the first 4. That's 4 bars. Last 4 bars. That sounds good. Do this, and now I have 4 bars. The other 4 bars are gone. I'll press play. The music's still there. It will loop around these 4 bars. We'll go back to the top again right here. So that's the 4 bars. I'll press undo again, and now we're back to 8 bars. Let's go back to the pencil tool right here, and let's see, insert bars. I can insert bars. I'll come to here. You can add bars. Before where though? Do I want to put in the first bar? No. I may come in and say, okay, I'm going to insert how many bars? I'm going to go to here. I'm going to insert 2 bars. I'll go here. Before bar, no, before bar, which bar? Before any bar I can do before bar 9. I've only got 8. There's no bar 9. So I'll put these in. I'll press do it. And now I've got 10 bars, and I may want to go through it. I may go to here, so I'll click right there. I want to go for it up. I'll start from bar 8, right there. And I'll press play, not play start. Empty. Bars 9 and 10 are empty. So you see I added 2 bars at the end. I tapped on here where the bars, beats, and ticks are. I turn my data wheel to get there, and I can now judge what happens, see if I like it or not, and that's good. I think I'm gonna do that though. I'll press undo. Bam, undone. And here we are now, 8 bars. Pretty cool. And that's how we can do that. We can insert bars, obviously. I can half the length. So I'll press half the length. I go to here, now it's 4 bars. Pretty simple stuff. I play it's 4 bars. Let's go to here. I press the pencil tool one more time, and I got this double the length. Well, matter of fact, let's undo what I did first of all. Go back to here, undo, that's 8. I'll go back to the pencil tool again. Now I'll select double the length right here, and now I got 16. Pretty simple stuff to do. Now also, I may say I want to undo that, and now I've got 8. I'll go back to the pencil tool one more time. I've got copy a sequence. I want to copy this sequence to sequence number 3. Right here. It's pretty simple to do. Okay. Sequence name, I can name it too. So what will I call that? I can call that, that's sequence number 2. I'll press, no, I'll do something different, matter of fact. I'll come to here. I want to get in here. I'm going to call this SK space BEAT. Okay, that sounds good. I'll press do it. That's SK beat. So I'm going to double it. No, I'm going to do this. Do it. And now I'll press play start. Oh, I got a name too. So I've added a new sequence. I can mess with this sequence here. It's 8 bars. My original sequence, though, is still right here. And that's sequence number 2, obviously. Press play start. Pretty good. So right to here, back to a pencil tool. And of course, I can copy sequences. I can copy just certain bars from a sequence. I can copy the events from a sequence. This means these kick drum, snare drum, hi-hat. What do I want to copy? Events, I pick the event I want to copy. And it says sequence here. So we got bars and beats. A copy what I'm going to copy. I copy something from 1 and put it to 2. It's pretty simple stuff to do. As you can see right here, it's easy to do. Now next, I want to go over my cue links right here. There's a cue link. You see that right there. And of course, you got 1, 2, 3 different cue links. So I go to here. That's the first set. Second. Here's the third. This is fourth. And here's 1. Right? And so I'm back here in 1. If I play my pattern back here, I'm hearing my pattern play right here. And that's the pad. I'll put the bass drum here. The bass drum. That one here. And you can see that going by. Now, let's say, for example, I tap here. You'll see this very first cue link right here is for track level. The level came down. You'll see here too that this came up based on what I did here. That's my touch strip. Now, the touch strip is kind of really sensitive. If I come to here and my hand's warm, my hand's just over that. I put my hand right here. I didn't touch it. That's pretty sensitive. So what I do is I come to here, I push this down, I get a view here. I don't want that thing on at all. Not until I'm ready to use it. That way, I don't have this thing where I'm touching it or something lightly near there. The warmth of my hand will actually do something. I touch it, I'll actually do something too as well. Any one of these parameters that I would select here would be activated. So, keep that in mind. So I come to here, my touch strips right there. And that's going to be for the track if the touch strip is on. Touch strip is not on now. I'll come to right here, and now I'm in track level. I'll press play here. Too loud. Right there is good for me. And I come here in this one here, track playhead, I can go anywhere. I'm going back to top again. Top again. So I can go anywhere in the track playback head. As you see this red line move here, I want to hear it back from here again. I want to hear it back from here again. From here. It's confusing. Let's press stop. I'll get to here. I want to hear it from right here. I press play. Or I want to hear from this section. This is good when you got a song, let's say you want to get to a certain section and you want to move the playhead back to where that section's at and then play it from there by just pressing play. That's what you got to do. Now next, I come to here, and right here we have metronome. So I'll press play, start. I may want to hear the metronome. Or bring it down. On or off. I got it on. You know something? Up the level. Level up loud. No level down. Let's turn the metronome off. Let's put the metronome on. Let's do play only. Let's just do record only. How about record and play? And you can see those parameters appear right here in the bottom. The Q-Link is very interesting and unique. It helps you so much. You know, I go here to 2 now. I come to here, I can get my time division changed. You'll see here it says 16th for TC. That's time correction, it says division here. I get to here, triplets, eighth notes. So I get back to 16. I can go anywhere I want to go here, and this is a great way to get there. Rather than opening this up here and doing this, you can do this from here. That's going to be in Q-Link number 2 right there in this main screen mode. I can also change the swing value here, raise my swing in different directions here for swinging. I can come here also and do this for time correction, on or off. Once it's off, that means if I hit a pad, it goes right there. It won't correct the pad at all. Timing correction. This is on to make sure when I hit the pad, it's going to be in that right division, so it's going to sound like it's on time. You can always change that too internally. Here we go back to here. We have time correct strength. So the strength of that time correction. It's going to be strong or just loose. And this is a cool thing to do. Of course, Jay Dilla was an expert at it. And let's see, the next one here is number 3. Holding number 3 here. This one here is going to be, I can change my kit. I can record arm or not. See, record arm is right here. I want to record. No, I don't want to record. I'll come to here, track velocity. Change it. I'll leave it there. Track transpose. I'm trying to transpose the track. But a better unique thing to do is to press this button down and hold it down, and you will see everything that happens here. Rather than me showing you, press your Q-Link button down, and you can see screen, pad, we got track. We can go to anywhere here, just tap this, and you will see what the Q-Link status will be for that. Pretty cool. And that's how we use the Q-Link along with our sequence here in main mode.